It's the ambition hour, baby. Our podcast. It's your girl Claudia Renee on your airwaves, and this is episode 205. It's the ambition hour, baby. It's the ambition hour, baby. Hello, everybody, and welcome yet again to another episode of the Ambition Hour podcast. I am your host, Claudia Renee on your airwaves, joined by my co-host, House 600 in the building.
Yes, sir. We are here live on location, like Quinn Richardson be saying on the Knuckleheads podcast. But we're here, nice new things. You guys tell us about the intro and what you guys feel like. Trying a little new stuff here at the Ambition Hour podcast. Thank you once again for joining us in this audio journey, as we like to call it, type shit. So, yeah. Claudia, tell them, talk more shit. Claudia, go ahead.
Yes, if you are watching us on YouTube, then you got to see what he is talking about. If you're listening to us, don't hesitate to go ahead and visit the YouTube page, which is WTWTV. Shout out to everybody who listens every week, who watches, all that good stuff. We appreciate you. And we are going to start the episode how we always start it. Mm-hmm. And that is with gratitude. So, will you do the honors of letting us know what you were grateful for this week?
Dang, why did I feel like I knew what I was going to say? And then now that you say the shit, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to say. But I know I wanted to kind of thank myself, because basically those who have PCs or either built PCs, I'm a little bit, how can we say, Clyde, what's the proper term? Knowledgeable in that area. Mm-hmm. So basically what happened is that my shit started crashing, started getting blue screen. So I was just really thankful for not one of my patience, but also the resilience of just this is gonna figure it out, and then also looking at it as a blessing of this is supposed to happen, as everything in life. Sometimes we always try to get the rhyme and reasoning, right? We're like, dang, why did this happen? It's because that I did this shit. I downloaded illegal shit. Y'all go ahead and get the jokes off, porn and all that shit. You know what I mean? Like, damn, what the hell? My computer's going crazy. And really, it has nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? Or nothing has to have a meaning to it, or oh, damn, this happened to me because of this, or bruh, just take it to the chin sometimes. Literally get smacked in the face. Take it on the chin and then just move forward, and take it as what it is, because honestly, sometimes we try to drift in the past. I think so much, you know what I mean? And I know in my life too, we just constantly start drifting in the past, you know what I mean? And start thinking about the past, that we forget about the present and just be present in that and say, fuck it. What's happened, it happened. I can't go back to that anyways. So I'm going to move on forward. I'm going to keep on going, figure it out. If it was things that I needed to download this, download that, download OBS, get the air horns right,
it's
all that back.
Hour,
we got to get all that back.
It's
so we're gonna get all that back. So
through that happening, it gave birth to an intro. With the idea. So yes, shout out to that. That's something to be very grateful for. I felt like during that process, because you kept trying to blame it on something. Yeah. I kept being stop trying to blame it on something. Yeah. I'm just trying to fix it. Can you fix it? If you can fix it, fix it. If you can't fix it, then we have to.
I wasn't blaming it on something. I was trying to figure out what it was, because I also bought RAM. I bought 4 more sticks, 2 more sticks of RAM. I'm trying
to justify.
What happened? How did this happen? You know what I mean? I didn't mean for this to happen. You know what I mean? I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. Wow. So, but I'm happy, like I said, because it birthed a lot of new things and etc. So shout out to that. This week I am grateful for, I have to say, it's funny because Hav said, your past is in your past, but you have to be in the present. But something that I'm grateful for is my past, because it has helped me and served me in my present. So last year around this time, we were going on a trip for my mom's birthday, And we went on this trip with the idea of like, hey, we're going on this trip because, next year we might not be able to do this and, things like that. And then
that's crazy to think about. I didn't even think about that shit. Wow.
Yeah. It was like,
craziness.
Yeah. Cause that was something that you said though. I remember you saying that.
Yeah. Gee, shit. I was just like, fuck that. Cause, times that my bad, but times that I feel like, and we get reminded of this, and it's a little dark, but it's just you only have so many birthdays, holidays with your loved ones.
Yeah, for
sure.
You
know what I mean? And so, like, I know at those times I want to hold close, but go ahead.
Yeah.
But I didn't think about also, like, that's what we did last year. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I was doing. Cape Coral, that shit was dope, man. I think that's what got me itching to go, like, or do something, because I was also thinking about, like, the dog park.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, in Naples when we did that or whatever like that. Like, that was fucking dope.
Yeah. Imagine her now at that dog beach.
Oh my God. She'll have a ball.
She would like not know how to act. Like it would be.
We would live there basically. We would have to like bring lunch, or some shit. Like we would just be stuck there. She's not gonna go in the car.
Yeah. Oh man, we should do that. That'd be fun.
For sure.
I mean, hey, homies be traveling. But
oh yeah, but shit, the way the gas been though, bro.
Gas is mighty expensive. Ain't gonna hold nobody. But okay, so and that was something that like I was just grateful for, is like that part of my past, because it was just kind of like preparing me for this time, to where it's just like, okay, well, I can always look back on those memories. My mom thankfully is still alive, so I'm not like missing her that way on her birthday. So I have also that to be very grateful. I have to like, just being like yeah, just grateful in that with those type of memories. And I remember telling Hav that I'm super grateful for having bought the tickets to go see Tyler back in August. Like,
right, yeah, I
was very like set on, we're going to the concert, we're getting the best tickets. And I remember thinking when I got these tickets, I'm like, bro, this isn't
great tickets, great fucking seats to the show.
Yes. So like I ended up going to like thinking, I'm like, I'm buying these tickets in August. Like, why so ahead of time? Like, the concert's in March. Like, where is my life going to be in March? Like, it was not what I pictured it, by the way. It's like actually not the complete opposite, but yeah. Things were not where I thought they were going to be in at that time, but it's fine. For me, I feel like my past self bought that ticket for my future self to enjoy, because I needed it at that time. Because I remember being at that concert and just feeling something like within me that was just like so dope. So that was something else from like my past. And there's like some other things that I can like go ahead and throw out there, but I'm not gonna bore you with these details of things that I just find out because about my past, which is something that like I feel like is good. Do you feel and then we'll get into the topics. Do you feel like your past molds who you are?
I mean, definitely shit that happens in your life, or like when you realize that the stove is hot, as long the longer you put your hand on it, you're gonna do that less. You're gonna start playing around with or if you, let's say, twist your ankle the first time you got on a skateboard, you stop skateboarding probably.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's little things that happen in life that could just happen to us, like unbeknownst to us a little bit, like it could just fucking hit us like a wreck. So I definitely think that it kind of molds us, or at least our decision making. But I don't think it makes us in a sense, because I do believe in like you could correct the wrongs of your past, and make up for it. But maybe I'm like trying to believe in people too much there. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's like on some jaded shit. Like now that I'm thinking about it, like type shit. Like fuck, I don't know. But what do you think about that? That's interesting.
It's weird because I believe that there are certain things that happened in my past that, of course, helped me get into, or that it gave me wisdom But I feel like we can take all of those instances in my life, we can take those away and I can still have the same amount of wisdom. Does that make sense?
Of course. That makes sense,
It may not be the same exact wisdom, but I'm still going to be the type of person who is going to want to continuously become better, who I feel like that wouldn't have changed. Like, I feel like that's who I've always meant to be. Like, even like the podcast, and like that's who I was always meant to be. So maybe taking away all of like my past experiences, maybe this would have happened earlier. You know what I mean? Like, who's to say that, you know? So I don't feel like my past is really what shaped me here. I feel like my past is what has gotten me the wisdom that has kept me afloat during this time. So yeah, that I would say that as far as my past goes. But shout out to the past. Wouldn't you like to slap somebody in your past?
Oh, damn.
Shit. Shit, I don't know, man.
Why did 5 names come automatically to mind?
I got a couple too, bro. Like, it ain't a thing. But when does slapping somebody?
The mic gotta get this. Goddamn, hold up.
When does slapping somebody become too much? Like, is it the setting? Is it the event? Is it who it's from? Like, is there like can you or should you do that at the Oscars? Is that a big no-no?
I mean, I would think it's a big no-no. That's like a behavior that we don't expect to have on NBC airwaves or whatever fucking station it was on.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny is that something always happens at these award shows, you know. But I guess it's that whole, what is it, Newton's law? You know, what could go wrong would go wrong. So is it Newton's law?
My dog over there making up laws and shit. Like, what? Who's Newman? Yeah. I'm joking.
But I know that's why. But I know that's like one of those laws. You know, it's like, well, what could go wrong? Murphy's law, actually, I think it is. Murphy's law. What could go? Yeah, it's Murphy's law.
One of them colonizers.
Cause I remember because of E. You know, like that's what I started thinking about. I was like, nah, it's from a show that I watched. You know what I mean? That kind of correlates with this law. But anyways, so I think definitely the setting. It could be like who's it in front of. I also think a sucker punch is a sucker punch, though, no matter what it is or what calls for it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you backstab me, or you know, like you get me from behind, pause, you know, or you get, you know, like you catch, you know, like I don't expect you coming up to me, and then like you all of a sudden just punch me or you know, slap me. That's not part of man code, but who am I to say? I don't know.
So, because something that I have also been seeing is I've been seeing a lot of this footage that has resurfaced from a couple of years of men going on stage and kissing women. So is that the same? Does that justify, you know, like what just happened? Because it's just like, oh,
we talked about that a little bit too. And I was just like, damn, wouldn't you talk to the girl? You know what I mean? But it's just like, am I just giving it the benefit of the doubt?
Yeah, because sometimes you don't know who's giving you the award.
No, well, you're absolutely right. That, and then also like, is this like a power trip? You know what I mean? Like, oh, now that I won, I could just kiss a girl.
Yeah.
Like, what is that teaching?
Yeah.
You know, what is that showing us? You know what
Will
I mean?
got the text. My dog, you got this. I seen the envelope.
Oh shit! Well, yeah, he didn't know he was gonna win. I mean, I guess that's true.
So obviously, you guys know what we're talking about at this point, right? So this is something that like has been a really hot topic the past week, and it has been talked about in group chats. It has been talked about on Twitter. It has been talked about, and everybody has different opinions. And it's so insane how like one situation has such a high
has the world shook.
Yeah, has a high volume of opinion. Some people are like, yeah, he should have slapped him. Yeah, no, I'm traumatized. Like, I would have slapped him too. And you know, even like Chris Rock's brother reacting the way he's reacting. Now listen, I'm a sister. I don't care. There's a time if somebody slaps my brother like in front of me or like unbeknownst to me, I might get a little scrappy. I don't know. You might catch I might not slap you, but you're gonna hear something. You're gonna hear something. Something, you know. So
I hope so, but you know.
So it's
at that point I'm slapped. I don't know what's going on.
Exactly. So it's just it's something that like I said, everybody has like such a high opinion about it, and at this point, like I just feel like we just need to move on from it. I feel like it happened what happened, and everybody. And,
I mean, yeah.
No, but something that Jav has brought up that I like is the whole damn, there's a point that you've made that.
Which one? I got so many. Like the one that people think that they're just gonna fucking slap anybody that does slap them, or like, oh, if it was me, or it was that. Oh.
Yes, your point is the one that like you can say whatever you want until the situation happens.
Yeah.
And then when the situation happens, you might not react the same way.
Yeah, because
like,
I could go in here huff and puff and be like, oh man, if it was me, if someone at the would have walked in here and slapped me, bro, I would not know what happened. Literally, sometimes we do this bitch live. Some shit right now, I didn't want to do this episode live. You know what I mean? Because what the fuck, if something wrong happened, I didn't want I rather us edit it or you know, fix it up. And that because Murphy's Law, you know what I mean? So getting a little bit back into the rhythm. So I don't know what could happen. So in that same sense, bro, I don't like it, or I don't appreciate it when people are just like, oh, if it was me, if it was that, I would do that, because that's so easy to say. None of us know until you get slapped in the face, until you get punched in the face, until something happens. That's when you need to readjust. That's how you're gonna react. Now, whatever the fuck you're gonna say is easy as hell to say what you're gonna say, you know?
Yeah, for me, like when I found out about it, first of all, I found out through Twitter. I wasn't watching the award show, and everybody that I saw that was live tweeting, they weren't really high points that people were really tweeting about, except for the fact that the entire like production team, I guess, from Encanto is white, and so how that was like something that was just like, what? How does that even make sense? Shout out to Encanto though, they won an Oscar. Shout out to Encanto, great movie. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and watch it.
We're gonna talk about Bruno's ass.
Listen, a lot of great things did happen because if you don't watch the Oscars and someone doesn't talk about them, then you don't really see some of these things. I will say that things didn't get popping about the Oscars until that slap happened. And
for real, I did not know it was the night of the Oscars.
I knew about the Oscars because of the people. There's some people that I follow that they do watch it, and it's like, you know, something that they live tweet or whatever. So I was following that, and then I just kept seeing like that didn't just happen. That didn't just happen. What did I just see? I was just like, what did I see?
What was it?
So I went and I just checked Twitter, and then I found out. I saw the video. I let a couple people know. I was the first person I let know, because it wasn't so much about like, oh man, like what do you think? It was more like, yo, this literally just happened. Like we just like this is something that just happened. Like, and I had just seen the King Richard movie. I had just seen it. Like it was literally like I saw it, got in the car, and in the car is when I saw the slab.
Good movie?
Great movie. He deserved the Oscar. He also deserved to slap the shit out of Chris. Listen, 50 Cent has his tweet. 50 has his tweet that says, when I win an Oscar, I have a couple people that I'm trying to slap, and I feel him. Listen, sometimes just like how you don't know how you're gonna act when it's time to quit, or like when you get that big ass promotion, or when like you surpass your boss or some shit like that, you don't know how you're gonna react in those type of instances. So maybe Will was beside himself.
Will was beside himself?
Will was beside himself.
Hey, now you know I'll be known that fool sometimes to get beside myself.
That's what I'm saying.
You know,
so he just got a little beside himself, you know, and then he wanted himself.
Wifey was in the building.
Wifey was in the building.
There's a lot of chat.
They were probably like, I don't know.
That's
their business. That's their business. But
100%.
But like, cause like I don't like people in my business when it comes to that, and I get that, you know, they are a very high profile relationship that is seen in the public and all this shit, but that just still ain't my business. I don't care how public you make it. It's not my business. So yeah, people are way too invested, but what else can you expect? Shout out to Questlove, who won an Oscar as well for the movie, which was what was it called, Huff?
It was The Summer of Soul.
The Summer of Soul. And Samuel L. Jackson also won an Oscar, an honorary Oscar.
An honorary Oscar, yeah.
Which was presented to him by Denzel Washington.
Let's get a round of applause for that.
Yeah, for real. Honestly, he deserves for so many other roles. But shout out to Samuel for, receiving an Oscar. Hip hop was definitely in the house at the Oscars. Always. I want to say Meg Thee Stallion was there. Jay-Z was there, Beyonce. So, definitely something that was definitely in the house. You always know that. Well, because what I wanted to bring up, because I didn't want to sound too excited about it, but like Meg basically did like a We Don't Talk About Bruno type of rap type of thing.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I felt like I heard that, but I haven't seen that. But I heard that she's not originally on the song. I've heard that someone wasn't originally on the song and they did a remix. I didn't know it was Meg Thee Stallion. But,
yeah, they performed it at the
at
the Oscars.
Shit, they gonna sell it at Meg Pack.
Always. So staying
which is a good thing. Give me more.
Get all your coins, Meg. Get them all. If they love you, listen. If they loving you, you love them even more. Give them what they want, and then Meg is the type of artist who does what she wants, though. Mm-hmm. So good for her.
Definitely. We had a couple of news where like this was just weird, and I haven't even gone too much into it, bruh. It's just that I almost don't want to say the names before, Claudia. We'll see where it goes, honestly, because this shit got me a little peeved.
Because it's two of your favorite artists.
It's two people. It's like two of your people that you respect, but then somebody, but not even that, Claudia. It's just that someone that you respect and you're looking at them like, bruh, you're a bozo, bro. What the fuck? Like, what are you?
Who's the bozo?
Claudia, Claudia.
Give me a first letter.
you know what I mean?
Give me a K.
Maybe you're right the first time. You know what I mean? Maybe you were right the first time. So it's just like, it's like when you realize that person that you looked up to. We even see it in the BMF. That person that you look up to. That person that you hold to a high regard, it could be your uncle. It could be someone that you look up to, like your heroes. That's what they say, like, don't meet your heroes and shit like that. Or even A$AP Rocky got a line on this, which you kind of heard that album. What you think about that album?
I actually heard it a couple of times because I heard it in the car and then I heard it a couple of times while I was cooking.
And
great album.
To me, like, shit, you don't need no other playlist. That's the playlist right there.
Yeah,
right now.
that's it. It's like it's so cohesive too.
Yeah, and it just flows. I love that Teriyaki Boy song. You know what I mean? I don't know. I only know what they saying in the hook, but I love that song.
But that's track one.
No,
that's not.
No, that's the one. That's the one you were like, I feel like the girl is me. The little giggle in the background.
Oh my god, yes.
With the it's basically in Korean. I want to say is the language. Probably I could be wrong there, but anyways, just people that you hold in a high regard and they do some shit and it's just like, bro, what are you doing? You know, you're making an ass out of yourself, or like you're looking pretty bad, bruh.
You're looking like a goof. Over there looking like Freaky Zeke.
So,
and that can apply to both of them.
Have you ever experienced that happen in real life, or like, like some shit, like someone that you looked up to and it's just like, dang, you saw some shit they did and was just like, oh no. Or even it could be a friend sometimes. It could be a friend and you're like, damn, you into that? I didn't know you was like about that. Or like you could see a friend do some shit and you're like, wow, if you do that shit to them, you'll do that to anyone almost on some shit.
Boy, have I. Yeah, definitely. I've had that experience. I can't pinpoint one specifically right now, but it's definitely happened where I'm like, damn, like that's the type of person you are.
That's the type of person you are. Like, what are you spazzing out for? You know,
but I feel like that's something that's normal because I feel like I know for a fact, I feel like I remember more, I can pinpoint more when people have felt that way about me. Like, damn, I held you at a high regard. Like when like I had family members find out that like I smoked weed, like they were just like, oh my God, like because they held me at such a high regard that I wouldn't do something like that, you know?
She doesn't do
and
that.
It's just like, it's actually legal in
Facts.
where we're at.
For real.
So like,
Hey, like Nori said, this is my prescription, bro. You know what I mean? Like I should be able to fly with this thing, bro.
like so yeah, so it's more along those lines where like I know that, but like have I been disappointed by people in the past? Yes, of course. Has it been an artist? I can't say that it has. Because like I met Angie Martinez and she was the sweetest, you know what I mean? Like she was the sweetest person, like EFN, sweetest person. You know what I mean? Like
and no, when I meet bro, I ain't holding none of this against him like that. But it's just like, bro, but why? You know, like why are we doing this? And I guess a little bit in that same vein with the Will and Chris Rock, I could see someone looking at it like, bro, but why are you doing this right here, right now? Like,
you know,
damn, you know, like that's Chris Rock, you're Will Smith. Like you guys are two guys that are at the top of your, you know, like. The top, you know, like one of the
like you're at the fucking Oscars.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that
exactly.
in
like,
your career, that's like one of the
30-year long career.
That's like one of the highest regards.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like that's one of the highest regards, and
like
that's
you're doing something. You know
that's
what I mean?
Like, that's how it ends up. But something that I didn't want to bring it back, but I wanted to make this point because something that. And it also ties into what you're saying, Hav, because
the slap that was heard around the motherfucker.
Because what you were saying was like separating the artist from you know from what it is that they do.
Ooh,
so like, do you?
Thank you, because that was my point. Bro.
Do you? But do you do the same for like somebody like Will Smith? Like somebody like Will Smith, or like does he get treated that way as well? Like does he get treated like?
If Will drops a movie tomorrow, I ain't holding nothing against it. I'm watching that shit.
But of course that. But I'm saying because he also wins an Oscar. So does this mean that he ends up like?
Should he?
And something that Stephen A. Smith made a point. There was some things that I didn't agree with what he said, but there was a point that he made that I felt was very, very, very strong. And then it became bigger than that. It was the point of, this will always be the Oscar that he won. It'll be it's the Oscar that he won when he slapped Chris Rock.
Yeah,
it's always gonna be that.
Oh yeah, or like Will won an Oscar. That same night, or not even. It was this kind of gets overshadowed too, in a sense too. That
it's
apart from Steven's point.
It's that was like a point that he said that I was just like, damn, that's kind of true, because I'm gonna always think like, well, damn, I'm always gonna remember that story, because like I feel like there's like certain events that happen in our lifetime that you're gonna remember exactly where you were when you found out about it,
bro. Because this is legit. Before you said Stephen A, I was thinking about this. This is legit. The actors, like, this is their finals. This is their Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Because they don't have anything else. Just like how in music we got the Grammys. Like is that, you know? And this right now is like at a high regard. Like it's like how Claudia was saying. Like you're a musician or an actor. These are the award shows that you want to go to because they symbolize that, like, yo, you're doing something. You know what I mean? Like, you're doing something that matters, quote unquote.
You're doing something, and we're recognizing you for it.
You're in recognition. You know, so it's just like, imagine that. Like, imagine a fight happens in the finals. You know, you get suspended for a game. Well, when Draymond Green when he kicked someone, but you know, I don't know. Well, I mean, I think he just got a tech, but yeah, sometimes you can't separate the music from the artist though.
Yeah.
As much as you
like
can there.
R. Kelly.
You know what I mean? Or like not even there, even with some bozo movement. You know what I mean? Or just like, damn, like, nah, bro. You was cool, or like, now I see you doing some shit like this. And not saying that this is the case here. You know, and basically like what we're talking about is that Lupe and Kid Cudi shit. You know what I mean? Because basically we have Lupe a couple years ago, all that Cudi shit is dead. You know what I mean? Shout out to him. Love him. You know what I mean? Like, we got to be together. You know, together we're stronger type message, right? Then now you come out of nowhere. That's my thing, too. I don't like that, too. And Joyner Lucas did some shit, too. But fuck it. He apologized for his shit, too. But I feel like he kind of did the same shit that Will Smith did. Like, he just... But I feel like that's different because you know about that? Basically, Lollapalooza, like... they dropped their flyer and they put Joyner Lucas on there, and he's like, man, what the fuck? I turned this bag down because y'all try to give me a small bag. I ain't performing at this shit because y'all got bozos like fucking Kid Cudi, like Machine Gun Kelly performing. And then later he apologizes like, oh yo, he just caught in the crossfires. I need to be more of a mature man. God is still working on me. You know what I mean? Like throwing tantrums and putting.
And he from
throwing
Philly
people
too.
Joyner, I think Joyner is from Philly. Yeah, I think he is from Philly.
Because isn't
Meek,
he cool?
Will,
Isn't he cool with? Isn't he cool with Will? I feel like I've seen this. Am I making this up?
Well, they did do some shit. That's why I was just like, yo, this is he got some Will Smith behavior too, but. You know, and then he comes out and it's like, yo, it's still fuck Cudi.
Yeah, they have a fucking song together called Will.
Yeah, called Will.
ADHD.
Yeah, I don't.
It all makes sense.
I don't know exactly what. Oh man, excuse me. What Lupe Fiasco said to Kid Cudi type shit, but it's just I know it was like some crazy shit of this, like, man, it's still fuck him. You know what I mean? He's been a bitch is basically what he says, and it's like, man, why are you coming out of nowhere to say this? You know, like, we need to be more together. I honestly don't know what happened between them, but like, I don't know. It just it's given bitter, you know, and I don't want nobody to look bitter like that, you know, and kind of like Cudi has his lane, you have your lane too. You know, type of scenes, you know. He's saying fuck Cudi for life type shit. You know what I mean? Oh, like, he's just like, that person was like,
I had sent you a screenshot of a tweet that he had posted and then deleted it. Can I read it?
Yeah, go ahead. Well, he been a bitch. He a snake ass, no good ass. I said all that. I'm dead. But damn, yeah, I meant to like get the.
It says, I hope they can find some time to come to terms with what happened, reconcile and move on, but it's still fuck Cudi for life.
Yeah, that's what
That's very sad.
Always find a reminder way. Yeah, so like it's kind of like, damn, why you it says Kid Cudi is both a goat and a bitch. Okay, I do fuck with I do agree with that. That's kind of funny. But yeah, I just thought it was also a great conversation too of like, you know, just seeing like one of your artists is someone that you look up to, being Lupe Fiasco. And I just don't agree with like reminding people of this, you know, or like whatever he got, you know, between them is between them. You know what I mean? Is what I think. But I'm not in this situation and I honestly don't got that much invested in it. But I thought it was a great conversation just to talk about like how like sometimes you know, someone you look like false prophets, like that's what it's giving. That's what I was gonna say. It's giving false prophets almost like
I'm dead.
Like, yeah, like, you know, like, damn, like, you know, we put my faith in you, or like, damn, like I used to listen to you when I was young, and now, you know,
now you a goof.
You know, now you a goof. Not saying that Lupe is near that. That's just being extra dramatic with it, but like, you know, damn. Any Hoosers. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
Someone who continues to make history is Snoop Dogg. He recently just acquired Death Row. And so shout out to Snoop. Well, this was before or after he performed at the Super Bowl?
This was after. I believe it was after they announced that Death Row was his. Or actually, maybe it was a little bit before. Because I remember hearing that, he wanted to make it an NFT a long time. So, like the first record label in the metaverse.
And he brought the Chronic back to Death Row, so shout out to that too.
Yeah, basically what was happening was just a little weird, a little suspicious. So Snoop takes over, basically like, all right, cool, we fuck with that, but why the fuck ain't the Chronic on Apple Music anymore though? Like what's going on? I think that was missing All Eyes on Me and Doggy Style, like a couple of, you know, the ones that you fucking want, you know, like for Death Row fans and fanatics, you know, like, and especially those are big albums on each of one of those artists' discographies with major hits. So basically that was missing. And then I guess it was just maybe just a little legality issue, you know, because Dre, I believe, still owns those rights, you know, outright, if I'm not mistaken, or something like that. So there was just thinking that maybe there was like some business between the back that we didn't know, and I guess we still don't know. All we know now is that it's back where it belongs, like Snoop said. It's back home on Death Row, and on streaming services. So, round the motherfucking applause.
Shout out to that.
Black excellence. I'ma say it. You know, can I say that? But
another LA resident.
I do it with the transitions today. My goodness.
We have Tyler the Creator, who we went to their concert 2 weeks ago. So to his concert. So shout out to him and everybody else who was there. Kali Uchis, Vince Staples, and the other person. What was his name? Tizo
touchdown.
There you go. I ain't shit because I knew I was right, but I had to be petty. But so Tyler is basically doing a request to his fans saying to not use the flash during the performances. Now, we went to the concert, so we kind of know and see why that was so important to like not use the flash. What do you think about that, Hav? Did you feel like, does that add anything? What does that do? Like,
well, like to me, it's just that we saw his crowd engagement with like the crowd behavior, you know, with the kid throwing. He's like, "You're an idiot. You threw your phone. Now you don't have a phone. You know, like, what are you gonna do? You don't have a phone now, right? Like, was that happened at our show, right? Or was that video?
Definitely happened at our show.
There was that incident that happened. What else happened? And then there's the one that he's like, "Oh, boo this kid," and everyone boos him. You know, like there's just little things that's happened. And it's just so true. Like, what? People say like that because it's distracting sometimes, you know, like, and plus you might be looking for light cues as well. So your eyes are probably, as a performer, probably going different places. Like, I remember a basketball player saying like, you never see the people's reactions really. Like, it kind of just all kind of becomes a blur. Yeah. That's why they like those still pictures where they see the crowd's reaction. You know what I mean? Because they that's something they never really see in the game because all they're locked in focus. So I could see how that kind of could like fuck Tyler up. But to me, it's just also like Tyler being real with his, I guess, being real 100% him and telling his fans is basically like, bruh, just cut this shit, bruh. Stop it. Stop being an idiot. Stop being a bozo.
Yeah. So something that because I actually got to watch he did his performance live on Amazon Video. And so I got to watch that. And so it was cool because I got to see essentially the exact same show that I got to witness in person. Like,
man, bro, I'm going to be honest, bro. I wish they like, that shit came out like at least 2 months from now. Like, fuck, I just went to the show. Now you just come give me the show when I can sit home. Even though I love that I went to the show. But like,
the thing is that for me, like, I just remember, like, for me, you can't take away that live experience. Like, I don't care how nice the video. Yeah, for real. Like, I don't care how nice the video is.
That's true.
Like, that video doesn't even compare to what I have in my phone.
So, sometimes money can't buy that experience type shit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So that's just like that's how I am. So for me, it was just like, oh, I love it. Yay. Show me. So it was just really dope because he actually shared some stories because he did his in LA. So he shared some stories and, you know, just like how he did with us and, you know, all that dope stuff. And then I got to see like, you know, certain angles that like maybe people from the floor got to see. And so, damn, that must have been worth it. Like going on the floor. But I don't know, all those people, and they ain't even.
Oh yeah, maybe we could have. Yeah, we could have, but I don't know if it was age. Like I was saying, like, man, bro, I paid for my seats. I want to sit right here, or just being happy with what you got. You know what I mean? Like I feel like sometimes as being this about to be a whole topic. Sometimes when you're younger, you know, you feel like, damn, like this. I'm not happy of what I get. You know, I want more. I want this, or I wish I could have got that. I didn't want to sit in the 200s, the section. You know what I mean? But I bought the ticket because I wanted to go to the show. And, you know, you just feel like, damn, I need to do this. I need to do that, you know, for experience. And maybe it was cool being down there. I'm pretty sure it was. But I enjoyed myself where I was, honestly. We could have done it, but exactly. Well, none of us, like, mentioned, like, yo, you want to go down? Because I wasn't about it. Yeah. So.
You know what I haven't had in a long time, but 50 Cent has had?
What's that, Claudia?
Beef with the game.
For real. Hey, no pork on my fork.
15 years of beef with the game.
Man, that it is crazy how long you.
That's another person that you can say that like it's just like, damn, I hold you in such a high regard, and then you have beef with like
yeah, and you still gonna be petty, like, and you still doing like petty ass shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, yeah, and you figure like, damn, man, when is gonna be the day that one of these guys take the high road, like, you know, or
and we get like a performance, a fucking hug, a selfie. I don't fucking know.
Verses, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, fucking a new song. I don't know. Like, even though
give us what you gave us back then.
Type shit. But it's just crazy. Like not to hold a grudge like that. Claudia, have you been mad for someone for more than 15 years? Someone you haven't talked to?
Mad at somebody?
Or like, if you see him, it's still kind of low key on side, or you still got a little spice for him? Because like,
I'm just not gonna say hi to them, but like, if they do, I'm not gonna be rude.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I really got someone like that, but you know, like, that's just another
it just
type
depends,
of
bro.
level, though, bro.
It depends.
They got money and all that shit part of this relationship too, so who knows?
It depends because like they're also celebrities. Like I'm not a celebrity yet, so like I can't really say too much on that. But as far as like right now, like I'm not gonna go out of my way and say hello to somebody. But if they come and you know we fell out not on the best terms, or I felt away because of how they acted or whatever, like, and if they came up to me and then they said hello to me, I'm gonna say hello to them as well. How you doing?
How you doing, baby?
I'm great.
How are you?
Check my podcast. No, let me stop. That's mad saucy. But yeah, so they should, I don't know, let it go, or I don't know.
But this was basically about, and the way how this started with, I guess that's also the thing though that what I wanted to talk about, because this basically started because Game was at the Lakers game, I guess, and Jimmy Iovine just walks past him. Jimmy Iovine's someone that I fucking respect, and you know, him. I don't know why I'm saying this, but him and Pharrell, those are my two. You know what I mean? Those are my two goats in the music game, and because I don't like what Game says here, because he kind of said that, he didn't see Mr. Burns there. He's like, I didn't even recognize him. I was just kind of like going back to my seat. Like, I didn't look at him, because 50 was like, look at, you know, like, damn, you know, Jimmy Iovine wouldn't even acknowledge you, you broke boy, or some shit like that. And then like Game's like, bro, I wasn't even checking for Mr. Burns, bro. I was going to my seat, and like, you can't make a rap now. You can't even spell. That's why you an actor. That's why you doing movies and all that shit now. You know what I mean? And like, give a season, give us the new season of whatever the fuck. I don't know.
Of Ghost, please.
A Ghost? Like, yeah, Tariq shit? Yeah.
Give us. I know they're recording it, but you like how you said
they live on location. They on location. That was location.
That video that I sent you of them at the concert. No, they were at the Justin Bieber concert.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Well,
but I mean, they were on location because they've been hanging out with each other.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And then I've been even seen like on.
Yo, what's my boy's real name? Brendan? Is that his name? Is that
Braden? His name is Gianni. And then Tariq's name is Michael.
Gianni, boy, you got that shit on, boy. You gotta relax.
Oh yeah, that little like green.
The green, yeah, no, but that's like some Gucci Versace shit. I don't know what shit. That's some
he's like really Braden. Like Braden and like he's
they live their raps, you know.
Yeah,
like,
they like live their
off the screen.
And then Braden, and then like the actor is like on another level. Actually, you know what? Shout out to him, Gianni, and to Michael, because they actually are coming out with like a production company that's gonna come out with like movies. They're gonna come out with a podcast, some shows. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. So shout out to them. Okay, so we're gonna keep it into the Powerverse really quickly, because Hav says that we have some advice that 50 gave to Meech, so go ahead and share that.
I gotta pull up the chain, because basically like we already know that 50 kind of like puts his arm around his cast and the guys that he's putting it in position and shit, but basically Lil Meech got a big ass BMF chain bust down from Eliante. That shit is like, it looked like it's fucking heavy, you know. And then 50 was basically telling him like, man, this need to come with security. You know, fucking around with this, you know, like you gotta have the strap, you know, like. And he was like, wait, hold on, wait 1 second, I'm gonna go get the strap. And then he went to the car type shit to end it. But I think it's super dope though that that Meech is honoring his father. You know what I mean? Like that's the way how I look at it a little bit. I think because maybe some people could look at it like as a negative, or some people like, man, bro, be your own person or whatever like that. You know, like you could say that about like one's kid or something like that, but it's like, fuck you, bro. Like, you know, like I'm
my own person. I am who I am because of my parents.
I am who I am, you know, and because of my parents, and I'm gonna hold it down for my pops, you know, like I love that and I respect the shit out of that. Shout out to Lil Meech. That chain is fucking ridiculous. We're gonna kind of
ridiculous.
We want to go here real quick. I haven't seen this though, but Wiz got a news documentary on YouTube, and shout out to that. Hopefully, just put it in the algorithm. You just watch that. Now you watching us. But we've seen, this is an artist that we've seen, that Claudia's seen for $15, and then now we
$14.
$14, you know, and now has been on top of the world. To see his grind, see his success, has been crazy. Also, unfortunately, we share some bad news, but we are tribute, or you know, it was the anniversary of when Nipsey passed, and Lauren London, I love what she said. You know, because I love that, you know, one that she posted, but I'm going to actually pull it up, Claudia. What were you going to say?
Well, I was going to talk about the Tyga and Rob Kardashian thing. So
yeah, that's what I thought you were pulling up.
Yeah, so this is just something funny that happened a couple of days ago, because Blac Chyna basically went online and started claiming that, you know, she's a single mom and she had to get rid of some of the things that she had, and that there's no support, etc., etc. And so both of her baby daddies went on the Shade Room and basically commented on the post, saying how much they each pay for the schooling of the kids. One pays $37, which is Rob, and the other one, which is Tyga, pays $40 for the school, talking about how they pay the medical bills and how the medical bills, and hold on guys, I did not have this ready, but it's okay because I know most of the story. Here it is. Okay, so basically she said, yesterday I had to give up 3 of my cars, my reasons, morals, beliefs, being a single mother, no support, I'm a mama. And then Rob Kardashian said, I pay $37K a year for my daughter's school. I handle every single medical expense. I pay for all of her extracurricular activities. I have my daughter from Tuesday to Saturday. Why would I pay child support? So essentially that's what she's wanting. And Tyga says, I pay $40K a year for my son's school and he lives with me Monday through Saturday. Why would I pay child support? So she says that, and then so the internet is having having a ball with this, of course, because they're saying how she really only has her kids like on Sundays. So somebody on Twitter, hold on, because let me see if I find this tweet. It said, oh my god, please tell me I liked it. Oh my god, somebody basically said that Blac Chyna is getting ready for a hard day tomorrow. Like, you know, because today's Saturday, so tomorrow is when she has both of her kids, so that she's preparing for a hard day tomorrow. So that shit had me dying laughing. There's some other like fucking drama going on with like baby daddies and stuff like that, but not me, thank God.
What I like it is that it got Rob to talk some shit.
Yes!
You know what I mean? Because
and it's funny because
I've always fucked with Rob. You know what I mean? I had
the
George Arthur socks. You know what I mean? Like I always thought he was chill. You know, like I feel like, you know, sometimes the media and all that shit be like, try to do some shit to motherfuckers, and sometimes it affects people mentally, and sometimes mentally it means physically. So yeah, I like it that they linked up, you know, and that Tyga, you know, just said playfully. And
Tyga was like, well, how you paying $3,000 less than me? You know the plug.
Yeah, you know the plug. Like, I need to get my kid enrolled in that school.
Have made a really good point though.
Oh, that he's older.
That Tyga's kid is older.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Well, yeah, no, that's a fact because that was before. Laura London, what she said is love you here, there, then, now, forever, and after.
Damn.
It's just, it's the love for me. You know, I want someone to love me like that too. You know, like, you know, so Lauren London and also the family members, you know, thoughts and prayers, always thoughts and prayers for you guys.
Rest in peace.
And rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle type shit. We also, what else we got here? Let's see. We got about like 9 minutes, so let's go. Yeah, let's go into this here.
All right, cool. So I stumbled across this post on social media that I wanted to share with you guys. which is invisible dynamics that can affect relationships. So I don't want to just go straight into it just being a romantic relationship. I feel like this is something that we can open up to where it can be to any relationship, whether it be brother-sister relationship, whether it be friend relationship, coworker. Let's keep an open mind. But if you are in a relationship, think of this also for that, please, because I actually believe that's what this is for. So something that can be in an invisible dynamic that can affect your relationship is you took care of a parent feelings growing up. This one kind of resonates with me. Let's read it. And it says, this can lead to giving too much and straining your relationships, or the opposite, feeling overwhelmed or burdened by the needs of your partner, friend, etc. How do you feel about that one, Hav?
Say the last part again.
It's saying this can lead to giving too much and straining your relationships, or the opposite, feeling overwhelmed or burdened by the needs of your partner. So this is something that can change the dynamic, is you taking care of your parents' feelings growing up.
Well, shit, man. That speaks directly to me, because you always feel like you're consoling, and sometimes especially with with mothers, because they are going through things emotionally sometimes, and it gets pushed onto you either way. It could be in a bad way, it could be in a good way, or even, let's say, something as little as like the poppy shit. So
yeah. Let's keep it going. So the next one is you reject, judge, or blame a parent. The bottom says the traits/behaviors you reject in a parent are likely to unconsciously live in you. You may project those complaints onto your partner or attract a partner with similar traits. That's tough. Next one says you have taken on the feelings of a parent. If one of your parents feels negatively towards the other, you may transfer those feelings towards your partner. This is one that spoke to me because I felt like I had done that before. When one parent felt one way about the other parent, I was feeling the same way.
Yeah, it gets lopsided.
And then it gets like, yeah. So I always felt like I was doing that. So, something that it says is about transferring those feelings onto your partner. I am hoping that I do not do that. Like me knowing these type of things about myself, and having the knowledge, and reading is essential. Reading, even if it's an Instagram post like this one, like reading this one and kind of just like asking yourself these type of questions and sparking the mind, and even having the conversation maybe with your partner or with a friend or something like that. Let's continue. So your parents were unhappy together. In families where happiness was limited, children may grow up to feel guilty or uncomfortable when they're happy. Do you ever feel sometimes like when you're a little too happy, something might happen?
Something might happen. Or even give you one a little bit better. Or you're waiting for something bad to go on. Wait, hold on. Things are going a little too late. So something about to go down.
You sabotage.
And yeah, exactly. And you're like, well, hold on, man. There's something might be going on. And then what you focus on expands. So
you put in a wrench in there. So the next one is you hurt a previous partner. You might unconsciously attempt to balance the hurt you caused by sabotaging your new relationship.
I do that the other way. I was hurt that last one, so I'm gonna hurt this one.
No.
I mean, if we being real, if we being real.com, I mean, I've done that. I haven't done the other, the other way. But have you?
I feel like I'm the opposite. I
don't know if that's a gender thing. That might be a gender thing, maybe. I don't know.
Because I hurt a previous partner.
Right, yeah.
But I don't.
You didn't
try to balance the hurt you caused by sabotaging a new relationship. I don't I feel like I feel like I'm like I don't want to hurt you. So I'm gonna be mean, but I'm gonna, we're like, be mindful, because when you hurt somebody and you hurt them, you kind of have to know why. What did you do? How did you hurt them? I don't know if that's just me, because I've been single for a long time and I was able to process a lot of those feelings where like I knew that I hurt somebody and I had to like live with that within myself. So it's a little different. Other people don't get that opportunity to be able to like be single for that amount of time. So the next one is, you had a difficult relationship with your mother or father. What feels unfinished between you and a parent is likely to repeat with a partner.
Shit, I mean, I can't really talk about this too much, but then that goes into the trope of daddy issues. Because, man, honestly, like, I like both of my parents, and I don't feel like, love both of my parents. And I feel like none of those relationships are undone or unsolved. But I could see it that if, let's say, your mother left, or I could see that if maybe your dad passed away early, so.
Yeah, I can't really, there's some of them that I just can't really relate to. Or sometimes when it even comes from like, from a one-parent household, like I can't really relate to things when like that. So it is a new month. Welcome, April. Happy birthday to my mother. Shout out to all the Aries out there. I was raised by one, so that explains a couple of things, if you know what I mean.
Hell no.
But yeah, so happy birthday to our mom. Again, happy birthday to all the Aries. A new month. Do you have any rituals that you do in the beginning of the month, when the month is here? Anything?
I clear my bill sheet and start
started a new one.
And start a new one. Basically, like, okay, now we need to pay these bills. No, that's one. I guess I try my best, and even though I don't do it often, but put new contacts in, because I do have the monthly one, so. Do that, maybe start off the month, or at least the week, nicely fresh, clean, probably change the bed sheets and shit like that. But I don't know. Yeah, I never really thought about that. What about you? You have any rituals for a new month?
I feel like it's different.
Shit, re-up. I guess. I don't know. It is 420 coming in here.
I guess it's different. I have an end of the month ritual where I like writing in my journal. I like the first of the month for it to at least be for me, at least, have done something productive that day. I've had some first of the month, especially when I used to do Herbalife, I had some first of the months that were miserable.
My bad.
And I've had some.
Laughing at your pain.
There's been first of the months that have also been miserable even after the fact, like of that. But still, like the first of the month, like I always feel like, okay, like let's do something, like whether it's journaling, whether it's walking, whether it's reading something that's going to be positive. Thankfully, I follow a lot of people who are always positive in the beginning of the month, like new month, new blessings, and everything that is for me will come to me in April. And yes, all those vibes, give them all to me, give them all. I love that. So that's like a ritual. Cleaning, of course. I definitely saged yesterday. I cleaned the entire house, vacuumed, washed sheets. There's just some things that I decided that I needed to do. Normally I would just do it in my own space, like in my room. But now I have a little bit more responsibility. So there's that. So just like cleaning and I feel like a new month, especially it was on a Friday. Like talk about that. Like a new month happened on a Friday. Like dang, homies can't even enjoy the weekend because homies like, listen, motherfuckers got bills. It's the first of the month. Motherfuckers got rent due. Motherfuckers, like, people got stuff due. And then it falls on a weekend. It just puts a damper on things. I'm happy because my sister's coming back. So yay to that. Sure. Then I think we got through most of everything that we wanted to talk to you guys about. Like how Hav says, if you guys were able to watch the intro, please let us know if you guys like the intro. If you saw yourself in the intro, shout out to you. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Some girl was always in that intro though.
Huh?
I said some girl was always in that intro though.
Oh yeah. What the fuck? It's like she edited this shit, and she only happened to feature herself on her own shit. That's just crazy.
Is that shit her podcast or something?
Talk about it. She must be a fucking Gemini or some shit.
I'm done.
Conceited head ass.
I am dead. All right, guys. Well, remember we are still in a pandemic, so
shit.
what?
Some of us still in a pandemic in this motherfucker getting money up in this bitch.
Little no harm, yes. Okay, remember we are still in a pandemic, so make sure you wash your hands, wash your ass, drink your water, mind your business. For the 205th time in a row, it's your girl Claudia Renee on your airwaves with my boy House Excited at the building, and we are out of here. Peace.
It's the Ambition Hour, baby.